Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, and as of today, Let's Play Philly Fantasy 6 is officially my longest LP ever, at least as far as number of videos goes. So, yeah, it only took me almost 5 years, but I finally beat Pony Fantasy in length. So, awesome. Knowing how long this LP is just makes me all the more glad that I'm at least trying to do an everyday uploads instead of my original plans of doing like every other day, because it was actually my Mother 3 LP that made me realize that I needed to switch over, because I LP'd that game for half a year, and I think I did the same thing with Pony Fantasy, and that's a really long time. So, yeah, that's when I, decided to do, every day and open my Patreon account, and actually got a patron within like 2 days later, so, wow, thanks. But anyway, oh, hello, there's someone there. Can you get out of the way? I can get by you to actually get that treasure, Looks like he's not going to get out of my way, so I guess we'll just have to prepare to fight him now instead. So, whoa, get away from me, man. Alright, since the guy won't leave me alone, as you can see, I have Scootaloo in the front row there, equipped with the title daggers, and we're otherwise equipped with all the flame protection still, of course, and full-on offense, except for Celestia, who, of course, is set up to use Masquerade, because why else would I have her against one of the obvious 8 wraths? And then Luna I also have with Gusty, because as kind of a buffer for kind of a, well, one of the harder of the 8 wraths, possibly the hardest overall because of what he can do. Now, for the most part, Levon here only uses fire elemental attacks. Go ahead and use the Dark Behemoth or whatever else to get you auto haste. And Luna, get Gusty going for the auto regen, and you start throwing the old ice swords because he's weak to ice and water. Oh, thanks. Yeah, most of what he does is fire elemental. He'll occasionally counter with physical attacks. The only thing you really have to worry about with this guy is that every once in a while he'll use, well, actually it's usually not that common, but he can use the flare spell. Usually really rare, but he's done it to me twice in a row before. And which will kill someone off, which by itself isn't too bad. It's his other move that is not so great. Tonberry, please. Which is Flare Star, throwing, and summon as a buffer, just in case. Yeah, Flare Star, unique to this mod, is non-elemental rather than its original fire elemental. And it will do damage based on the level of one character, multiply it by, I think, like 80 or something, and then divide it by however many characters are, well, in your party. Like right here, as you'll see. So this isn't too bad. Luna, I did want you to be my buffer, but yeah, since you're not doing anything, yeah, Celestia, you cure us real quick. I was gonna have, I brought Luna along specifically to heal us. In fact, actually, yeah, do it anyway. Ooh, that is not gonna go well. I saw that. I pressed 2 buttons at the same time there. Dang it. Well, anyway. Jerk. Yeah, one of the specific reasons I brought this party along is because I know that Levon is going to have like a major change in the future. Okay, Cure 2 then. Because I screwed up on Luna. Even though that would have been perfect timing. Oh, he's dead? Oh, thanks, Scoot. Yeah, because in the future, he's going to, I guess, have like, well, all the 8 wraths are going to get buffed in a way, or at least be more unique. Like, this guy apparently is going to get auto-runic. So, I didn't want to have to use any magic spells, so I brought this party that, doesn't need it for the most part. And then anyway, we got the Butterfly Dagger. Well, that was way better than normal. Which is Fluttershy's ultimate weapon. Yeah, that could have gone much worse. It will do damage based on one of your, based on one of your random, oh, you actually use Flare. Bye, Fluttershy. Yeah, based on one of your, oh, please don't you follow that up with Flare Star. Because Flare, it will do damage based on one of your character's levels. Really? Okay. That was new. What, does he counter with that now? But yeah, it does damage based on a random character's level. Oh, this is so bad. And multiplies that by, I think, like 80 or something, and then divides it by the number of party members. So right, with 3 characters alive, oh, we're dead. We're at it. Like in an earlier run. So, yeah, now we've got the almighty Butterfly Dagger for Fluttershy. Her really good weapon, Cast Stop, and it acts as an auto hero ring. So, really nice, plus buffs to Vigor and Speed there, and Evasion, of course. No boost to Magic, unfortunately, but that's not so bad. I definitely like this a lot better. Just, you know, Vigor boost and all that, really nice. So, awesome. Yeah, that jerk has killed me in the past, as, well, I've just shown off. He did Flare to me twice in a row, and then followed it up with Flare Star. Because if you have only 3 characters alive, that does around 800 points of damage to the whole party, which is bad enough. But Flare Star against 2, you're basically dead. With RHP. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't believe he actually did that. But anyway, re-equipping the party for the dungeon at hand. Alrighty, back to normal for the most part, although now with the Butterfly Dagger, I can just have Fluttershy with the Power Band to drastically boost her Vigor there to really nice levels, even above Luna there. So now she'll just make Luna look really silly by comparison. And anyway, now we can get this treasure with, oh, it's a safety bit now? Sweet! That used to be a... well, in the original game anyway, it would have been a flight suit. But yeah, that's nice. That means I can get at least 2 of those. Nice. Without trading in anything in at the Coliseum. Because you can get those at the Coliseum now, if you can get the right relic. Anyhow, walking up this way, I can now make this interesting little path here and switch over to the other party. As far as fighting Levon goes, I thought about like bringing Cadence into that fight to try to runic the Flare in case of it, in case. But he uses so many other spells that she can absorb that it just wasn't practical. There was just no way it was gonna require like perfect time. Well, not even timing, just good fortune and all that. So. Yeah, that just wasn't happening. Anyway, now that we've cleared out all the lava, that should still be hot. We can go down here, get another ribbon. Awesome. I guess I could give that to some pony. I mean, Sweetie Belle? Yeah, Sweetie Belle. I'll give it to you. Why not? That'll work. Don't need that stealth anymore. I kind of didn't realize that Pinkie was at level 31 already, so I've switched her over to the Gala dress since, well, it could, vastly, well, because her speed's actually looking pretty good now. She's about to get more speed with Surprise there. So, yeah, look at that. It's fast as Sweetie Belle now. Nice. So, anyway. Now I can... And now Pinkie has more speed than Sweetie Belle. All right. Go, Pinkie. And now we're up here, so we can walk on this switch. So, you think we'll get into any random encounters? I don't really... I might not, but we'll find out just in case. There's, right? Well, you two are kind of right there. Yeah, you could get a level up. So, yeah, Spike and Chief. This will probably be the last Chief I bother giving to Scootaloo, because 48 is kind of good enough on her Vigor there, so... At least with the other one. So, yeah, I didn't think I was going to need it. So, I'll switch back to the other party real quick, because... Well, specifically because it has Cadence in it. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, moving along with Applejack. Ooh, new sword tech. Well, I forgot about that. Level 33. AJ gets new ability Stunner, which, well, it says inflicts statuses, but I believe it specifically inflicts the stop spell on all monsters. Otherwise, it individually, it's a single hit against all enemies, so it does about as much damage as a little bit more than a single Quadra Slam. So damage-wise, not terribly good. Status effects, I don't really care. So, yeah, whatever. Anyway, you don't need Chief anymore. I can give that back to Sweetie Belle. Because I don't think any pony is close to getting a level up now. We got that special extra shiny save point, because it's not a save point, it's actually an exit for if you come here at a later time, but there's no reason to really come back here. After we find Plus Sentry! I don't hear anybody being excited. Oh? That sounds weirdly familiar. Sun Shimmer, huh? I don't think that was from, like G1 or what have. I think there was actually a G3 pony or something with a similar name, but there's a very particular reason it's Sun Shimmer, if it's not obvious already. What, Magicite wears out? And if you have Cadence along, you get a little bit of extra dialogue there. Yeah, it's for Sunset, isn't it? Don't raise your eyebrow at us! Sun Shimmer can help Sunset Shimmer, huh? Well, I guess you're... maybe. Yeah, we'll fly you there, why not? I mean, you have your own wings, but we can't fly in this universe without airships, so... And we're automatically, teleported out, so yeah, that was everything in the dungeon. Mostly what you're going for is Levon, who, actually, his whole backstory, I don't remember anything from the show. I can't even remember what episode it's from, or how many arcs or anything. He wasn't really the most interesting villain. He was just, like, your typical... I don't know, Lava Monster King thing. I don't know. Anyway, somber moment for Plus Sentry. What, you're just Stallion now? Didn't you have, like, a different name or something before? Or some kind of name? Oh, it's working! I think. Wow. The Magicite! The heat! It burns! Sunset! You're awake! Guess that means embalming fluid wasn't used to preserve you. That would have been awkward. What? What, you're not going to be another party member? Really? Really? Half the fandom would disagree. I mean, you're a lot more popular nowadays, especially since the second movie. I'm talking about Sunset Shimmer, not Last Century. Although I did find Last Century's minor role in the fourth movie to be rather humorous. It was really funny for the most part. doesn't receive any new powers for that, but at least he can still stuff more accurately than Trixie due to his higher speed. Since Trixie's dirt slow, I'm considering giving her more speed with Surprise, but it probably won't really be that worthwhile in the long run, so especially at this point. Anyway, Sunset Shimmer dies. So, yeah. Kinda sad. She never had the chance to be evil. Takes it a while to get going, doesn't it? However, as she said, we do get... Well, you know, I'll say that for just a moment. I think Cadance is here no matter what, if I'm not mistaken. Even if you didn't bring her specifically along. I won't cry. I will not shed any manly tears, for I am not manly! I am Pony! And they look at each other, because why not? Oh yeah, I never went back to see that scene that Cadance actually gets now instead of Twilight. Back in the ancient cave. Or ancient castle, whatever. Oh well. Anyway, remember all those empty treasures? Well, regardless of whether you tried to pick them up or not, Last Century is the reason that they're all empty. And now he'll get them to you. I wonder if there's any new ones since earlier versions of the mod. Apple pie, great. Well, apple pie's new. Because I think that used to be a Zap apple. But anyway, coffee, really. Cider jug, well, I guess coffee kind of makes sense considering, you know, Phoenix Cave and all that. But cider jug, cupcake, another flame splint that I don't need, and the Helios staff, which is kind of odd. How come he doesn't have his own ultimate weapon rather than Celestia's ultimate weapon from that dungeon? Oh, it's called the Corona Cave now? Okay, I didn't know that. I think that's a new change, too. Yeah, there's no Valiant Knife or even a Valiant Knife equivalent. That's the one down. Oh, good, you're only level 31. Good, good, good. So, wow, your vigor is actually looking pretty good. How do you have the same vigor? Oh, because you have the... You still have your equipment, that's how. I was like, how the heck? Wow, you actually have some pretty decent vigor going. How is your vigor compared to other characters right now? Just out of curiosity. Alright, I've emptied out everyone's equipment, but, I guess I haven't really talked to every pony yet. But anyway, yeah, change party members, and you have 40 right now. And, well, I'm not expecting them to be high, but wow, 54, you're doing really well. But then you didn't exactly start with extremely high vigor anyway. 45, that's pretty good, Fluttershy. You actually start with relatively low. 57, yeah, you're doing fine. Yeah, 55, 52, and you're sitting at 37 right now, but you're only at a level 28, so you're actually technically looking pretty good as far as what I could do with you. So, yeah, otherwise, we also pick up new Esper there. Sun Shimmer, it's really expensive, but it cures the whole party of, well, basically it's just a multi-target life spell that you'll virtually never need, although it did kind of need it against Levon earlier. But yeah, you get Life 3 out of this, and also you can run Cyclone and Fire 3 at a really good rate. MP plus 50% if you really feel you need it. But yeah, most importantly is the Life 3 and the Life 2, which will be really useful for some things. Not necessarily next time, but now that we have Last Century back, there is one more thing that we will be able to do next time on Let's Play Philly Fantasy 6. Arrivederci.